Today marks the 2 month anniversary of Chris Cornell's passing. Now, a few days after that happened, I made the decision to write a novel about a struggling musician who prompts himself up or who attempts to rise from perceived failures both in his personal life and in his career. Obviously, I'm not implying that Chris himself had difficulty, but it's in that same vein of the compelling artist with their own various events they get out of or go through and experience. Now I've completed this. It's sitting here. I've got the whole thing formatted for upload on Amazon, but I just can't, for the life of me, as I sit here, be convinced that more than one person, maybe two, is going to actually check this out. Now, one could say, oh, well, were you trying to say you wrote that for nothing? No, I wrote it to fulfill a drive of seeing that story told. So, in that basic sense, I did what I wanted to do and needed to do. That was my coping mechanism with his death. As I mentioned before, back over the summer of last year, a song of his I listened to on a very, very regular basis, and it really became engraved in my memory. So I think it helped me through an experience. But nonetheless, as I was sitting here and just looking at the completed file, I got flashbacks to previous times of making a video about various novels or stories that had been written or constructed, and not receiving much fanfare. And I guess what is so bothersome to me is that I could, in the same way as I'm doing right now, talk about, say, relationships or get attention for those, but if I speak about anything political or non-political or just having to do with some aspect of a career or something I created, other than me just sitting here talking, gets ignored. And I really have a distaste for that, but I can't force people to go and read this or to try and check it out or to be invested in what I'm doing. It comes with the territory of creating content and trying to make various assortments of things for people to be vested in. So, yeah, I'm just debating whether or not to bother putting it out. I might reach a decision within the next couple of days. But yeah, I feel the equivalent of a jury within my mind, where you have six people saying, we want it out, we want to release, we want the fruits of thy labor uh, thrown out there. And then the other part is saying, we don't want this. We don't want this. No, what's the point? It's going to be like the other ones. No, keep it to yourself. You did what you wanted to do. It's over. Let it die. As far as, the idea of letting it pass, referring to the idea of putting it out. So, yeah, maybe in the comments tell me if I should put this out. I'm just not sure at this point.